Nothing says nerdy old guy like rocking the double glasses. I don't have anything funny to say. I'm tired. Trying to finish up the Heathkit tuner. Rebuild, remodel, clean up, figure out, make better. So I guess the first place to start is to see if it even powers on. So let's do that. I guess, yeah, I'll go ahead and use the dim bulb tester that's hiding over here. Power. So let's see if it does anything. I hope it does. That's not very exciting. That's a bad sign. I got nothing. Does it have a fuse? Appears to. Let's try it again. Well, that's not very exciting. So, bad start. So it looks like no power. Let's go ahead and start taking off the top. See what I can see. I wonder if that 5 was for like $5. Don't know. It says 20th of January 1980. I'd have been almost 12 years old. Let's see, series 04923. And a hefty dose of spray paint. Let's see if the fuse is still good. The fuse seems fine. Doesn't exactly sit in there very well. So a flat head screw. Okay, not that one. Where am I? These. One. Oh yeah, I need a container. How about this? Okay, well. So what do we got? Bunch of stuff. Some old light bulbs. I wonder if all the light bulbs could have just been blown out when I was turning it on. Well, that's something to check at least. Let's take a wild shot with that. Because I got all kinds of light bulbs here. How could I check that? If all the light bulbs are, see that one? Comes in, goes right to this one, to the next. So these three are in series. Literally any one of those is burned out. They'd all go out. And this one is, that one's different. It's been modified with some awesome electrical tape. So some sort of fix was employed with this one. That's a lot of electrical tape. I think I'll have to redo that. Tuning dot works just fine. It's not exactly the cleanest circuit board. Transformer looks okay. Those are inputs and outputs. It's not too crazy a combination of things. Now the question is, do I have any of those kind of light bulbs? And what's the voltage? Here, let's take a shot. Let's assume, for happenstance, it's just a light bulb issue. Is everything just a light bulb issue? So if you are on, and we put you in DC, if that light bulb, let's see, the first in the chain would be this one. So there and there. I am so confused. Oh wait, what? They are on. Okay. Wait, so you should have a voltage. What is your voltage? Oh, okay. It's AC, not DC. So there's 9 volts. 9 volts there? Yeah, 9 volts. So wait, 9 volts. There's 9 volts here, and it's in series to this one. That's another not 9. Is it more than that? It's AC. Got to be careful here. Okay, wait, that one's got 13 volts, and this one has 12 volts. Okay, 12 volts, 13. Let's go back over here. Yeah, 10 volts. This one measures 12 volts AC. This one measures 13 volts, and that measures 10 volts. So like 32 volts. Wait, 12, 30, 25, 36 volts. 36 volts. These should be all identical 12 volt light bulbs. Are you getting anything over here? You're getting nothing. Okay, maybe that one's dead. Why are they so dim? Daisy, you camera shy? There's my girl. Back to work. No barking. Making content here. So this, what does this say? Just says 5K 1819 Korea. Okay, time to look up SK 1819. SK 1819 light bulb. 28 volt lamp. 28? Okay, wait. 12 volts, 12 volts, 12 volts. 28 volts. So 28 volts, 28 volts, 28. Those, okay, hang on. I think I'm onto something. Is this the same? Yeah, it's the same. Is this the same? Yeah, that's the same. Yeah, you're the same. Okay, but wait, 12, 12, 12, 28. Why do I think they should all be... Okay, hang on here. What do I got? Daisy. Oh, you see a squirrel. It's just a squirrel. It is not after your stuff. Okay, I have, go ahead, what are these? These are, I think these are the twisty end types. Let's see, bayonet, I can't remember what they're called. 12 volt. Wait, I guess the good news is it is getting power. It was the lights. They're just very dim. See, if these are in series, they all have to begin. They all have to be in there. So there's one, there's two, there's three, and now I have to put them back in. I guess I'll go ahead and do the last one. Why not? If anyone has a different voltage, it'll be this one. I'm going to have to redo that wire. That's going to bug me. Let's just be brave. Turn the power on and see what happens. Ha ha! And now we have a bright display. So it was just all the lights were the wrong lights. Let's do some measuring again, just because. 12 volts. So now these should all read 12 volts because they're all brand spanking new. 12 volts. Those incandescent light bulbs were the wrong bulbs. All three of these now measure exactly 12 volts. This one, the flickery one. What is the flickery? Oh, I bet that's the stereo indicator light. So there is no antenna on it, but let's see, strong in my area. Strong in my area should be around here. It's just not very bright. It's pretty much doing that on everything. Yeah, that one's kind of misbehaving. I don't know what it's doing. I'm not sure it's getting anything. But that's exactly what it is. It's trying to illuminate stereo indicator. Just can't. So, antenna. Let me turn myself into an antenna here for a second. That squirrel is not going to do anything to you, sweetie. You know, the whole deal about you and I hanging out in here together is you're supposed to be a personality on camera, but not a barking distraction in the background. You're supposed to be my faithful helper, my sidekick, my clickbait, my people who like corgis to come and watch, because I don't know what I'm doing, but they'll come for the corgi. Can you handle your job? You'd probably get more subscribers than I do. So it's doing something. Let's see, it's attached to that capacitor, so that capacitor's probably just maybe stupidly old. Well, I got the front working. It certainly looks prettier now. I wonder if these marks on the front were because the light was so dim and somebody was marking off radio stations that they wanted to have because they couldn't see the dial. I'm suspicious this might work on FM. I know the FM or the AM antenna is missing, so I'll have to do something about that. But I wonder if the FM works and somebody was just marking these off because they couldn't see the dial. I'm going to try to clean that off. Okay, first solvent is a fail. Okay, new solvent. Well, the second one's a little better. Yeah, well, it'll just take a little bit of elbow grease. The winner! Yep, this is the winner. It's probably just the acetone in this that's making that come off. Of course, I used straight acetone and it didn't do it, so it's got to be something else. Some other magical ingredient. That's better. Yeah, that looks much better. I wonder if I can clean the paint off the back. That's an interesting thought. Do I even want to? If I do that, it's going to be a different kind of thing. Yeah, that's going to be a different maneuver. How could I clean all that off? Okay, here's where the AM/FM antenna goes, and here's the leads. I'm sorry, the AM antenna, and here's where the leads go in there. And potential stupid idea is I have this from an old circuit board out of something somewhere at some time, don't remember. And I think maybe I could 3D print a rod and remove this and make it work. I really don't know. I have no idea, really. Yeah, I have no idea. I just know it's got 1, 2, 3 leads on it, and it's a ferrite antenna. So I could try it. Maybe I can fashion up something. Anyway, future plans. or craziness. That's a possibility. That would take a while. But it does kind of work. Should I go through the hassle? Yeah, I probably will. I can at least make it look prettier. It'll just take a while. I need a slow burn project that isn't frustrating. It's just time consuming. I'm guessing this set in somebody's garage, maybe. Like an archaeologist sitting here digging at the bones. Thankfully, the spray paint doesn't have very good adhesion to the powder-coated part. At least you'll be able to watch this in a speeded up version rather than me do this for like, I don't know, 5 or 6 days. Can't be too exciting. See if I can do it without getting the company name all messed up. Okay, I noticed while I was working on the Heathkit tuner here that I think this was installed backwards. I believe this should be on the inside, kind of like the one below. So I'm going to switch it. But then somebody has to explain this to me. Here's the antenna connections. This is an antenna connection as well, but it's grounded. So I think, yeah, never mind. I think I figured it out. Yeah, I think I figured it out, because you'll notice on the back of this here, it was covered in all kinds of spray paint, and I've been very diligently trying to remove it while preserving the lettering, but it's going to be a fail. It's just the silkscreen lettering is coming off as I go. And I first thought, maybe I could do it with a paint pen and kind of re-letter it, but can't find a fine enough paint pen in the right color. So I made my own labels. Eventually I'm going to put those on here. And it finally dawned on me. That's what that means. So that's just grounded to the case on that side, which is kind of smart, actually. So they just grounded it there rather than run a wire over or anything like that. But in doing so, they had to put this on the other side, which I guess is okay, but the OCD part of me says no. Because it also blocks some of the FM lettering. So I think I'm going to try to swap that around. Fortunately, I'm working inside today, and I don't have access to my crazy equipment, so I wonder if I can bend this around. Fish it through, so to speak. So let's give it a shot. I'm not sure there's going to be enough room, though, because I think that bracket is going to keep it from fishing through, and I don't think I have enough lead on this. Maybe I should just go get some solder, desolder it, and then put it back together. I think I might have to do that. I suppose that's all scratched up down here. Maybe to make good contacts there for its own ground. I'm betting that is the case. My plan is to remove this entire back panel and repaint it. So maybe I should just start doing that. I'm also going to recap these and rewire this part because it's weird. I already replaced the lights and they work, but this one, not so much. And it is a direct connection to here. So again, I think this cap is telling the stereo indicator how to work. I really don't know, because I don't have a service manual for this. I'm guessing everywhere.
on the right side. Well, that's why you did that. So it would actually be grounded. Well, these people are smart. But it's still grounded with the screw. Yeah. Still grounded with the screw. Okay. Yeah, it'll still be grounded with the screw and the nut and everything through there. So, yeah, we're fine. That's silly. So that's that plane. So now you'll be on the correct side, at least. Okay. Take you down over here for the moment. Let's continue taking things apart. Like this panel here, because again, I got to get this whole thing off so I can get this all pristine looking. Now I'll have to clean you up. That's exactly what they did, though. They roughed it so grounded. Okay. This is where the AM ferrite antenna goes, but of course it's completely missing. So I have to figure something out for that. I don't have any of my proper tools. So I thought I could try this sitting here at the inside desk. And I'm beginning to regret that soon. This should be a lesson to everybody, not to try to do it without the right tools. Heck. Good grief. Okay, progress made, progress achieved. Screws everywhere. Yep. Tool. That's so much easier. Should have done that earlier. Okay. Down onto the floor you go. Where do you stop? Nobody knows, except I found you. Ha ha ha! Defeated. Okay. We're going to expose the power stuff. And like I suspected, that one has a nut. So, nut. 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 I think it was both of those. That's interesting. There's nowhere to take you, is there? It's an interesting conundrum. Because to undo you, I would have to undo you. I don't want to have to undo you. And there's the strain relief. Yeah, that's a booger. Now to get this all the way off, I would have to undo the fuse. Which is, I guess, something I would have to do. That is unfortunate. And there's the whole strain relief thing. There's the power cord that I would have to undo, which comes up here. That'll help when I'm doing the AM antenna. So that'll be my connections. We're hiding in here. And this should have released almost everything from the back. And it did, except for the strain relief. Step 4. That. Need to figure out a way to get that out somehow. Great. The heck do these things work? I don't have that tool. I don't have any tool like that. Supposed to squish you through, huh? Can't get it squeezed enough. Frustration. Come on. Yeah. Wasn't difficult at all. Yeah, how do we get this undone? Like that. Good God, is that really cramped? Okay, well that was fun as a loader. You know what? Almost got you free. So I just have to desolder you. Of course, you're absolutely the last one on there, so I guess I'll desolder all of it and then put you back, and then you can come in later. Gotta mark these because they are not clearly marked. So you were this side. So you were the resistor side. You were other side. Not resistor side. You were, yeah, this side. Here, let's do this. Put you down here. So I know to put you on that side. You to the bracket. Bracket B. So you're on the bracket. And you are on the fuse. Fuse. With resistor. Okay. Yep, literally the last one. Yeah. Lord. Okay. You're the one by the resistor. You're just over here. That would be a good way to remember you guys. You all three go together. Success. And markings. So you go over there. You're the resistor, you're on the thing. So, and then you're on the other side of this. Yeah, okay. So you go there. This is on, that's up here, over there. Okay. Now I can finally get to work on the back plate. So again, the plan is to do some new labeling. So I think it'll work. Pretty good. 20 below, 40, kit, output, right, left. Yeah, I think that'll work. Gotta figure out a way to preserve these though, because I don't want them messed up. Well, time to prime. See how it does. More painting to do. Well, as long as the wind doesn't blow me away. See how the painting went. If I can remove the covers on the old labels here. And eventually start sanding and putting a little bit of clear coat on. Okay, the plan seems to have worked. I was able to preserve the old labels while putting them on the new ones. And these are the ones worth saving, at least. Now to clean it up, put a little clear coat over it to really protect things. Before I do that, I got to put on the other labels. And same thing to the top. Take a video, they say. Okay, let's see if we can't get the labels on. Not the most exciting thing. Why you try things first. Here's the labeling I created for the back of the Heathkit tuner, and it prints nicely with the right colors, but with the clear vinyl it is not nearly as vibrant. So I need to come up with the right coloration of the sticker print so that that looks more like this. And right now it doesn't. It's interesting. That seems to look okay. Now to put some clear coat over it to keep it in a nice kind of sheen, so that hopefully it all matches. Certainly better than it was before, regardless, with all the spray paint all over it. So I've done the back end refurbishment, repaint, remodel, relabel, save old labels, painting job, sealing, whatever. I also took care of the top cover and gave it a new nice coating and fixed some scratches and various things. I'm going to kind of leave it as it is because I kind of like the orange peel effect. The knob on the original was definitely missing the cover and broken. I know they were silver, I think, but I went ahead and 3D printed a new knob, and I think that's what I'm going to use for the tuner because I think it fits pretty well. I even have a spare here because why not? And also polished up the bottom and took care of a whole bunch of scratches on it so that it looks better, although I just realized there's still a scratch on it I need to fix because, wow, I can't see that, but the camera definitely brings it out. Now I just have to put this back on there correctly. And I also refurbished the side paneling to get rid of some bad scratches and things that were all across it. So, work to do to complete it and put it back together and make sure it works. Transistor should be good. I can clean the switches from here. So it's really just those three capacitors there. Now I just have to get this back on so I can fix other things and figure out what to do. You know, I've been rethinking where this goes. Beginning to think it should actually still go out here because I don't want the antenna on this, do I? See if it goes there. Yeah, it's got to go on the outside, so I think this should have been on the outside and this should have been on the outside. That'll get you in there. It's easier to get you out than it is to get you in. Yeah, I just need to squeeze you in. No, that's not a good idea. I never had to put one of these in before. Or take one out. So, this is proving to be difficult without scratching it all up again. Got it. I don't know why. It just suddenly snapped in. I don't get it. But, yay. And then around here, through there, on there, over this. There we go. Okay, so you are going to go eventually in there. A little cleanup work. Okay, blue, black, white. Blue, black, white. Here we go. Now you're going to go here. So why don't I just go ahead and screw you on. Now, is that the way it's supposed to look? I would think so. Pictures I've seen, it's both of them on the outside. I don't have the instructions for this. Now I'm beginning to think differently. That bows it out. So why would this one be on the outside and that one on the inside, other than grounding and stuff? And that's wiped off. Pictures I've seen, they're both on the outside. Now let's just go back the way it originally was. I don't like it, but I think there were reasons. What happens when you don't have instructions? You just kind of fake it until you make it. So I guess I shouldn't have desoldered that. Okay, I guess I'll go with that. So I gotta solder you guys back. I just realized this wire interferes with the tuning string. So we're gonna fix that. Like so. Okay, you're probably okay. You were probably okay, but you were definitely not okay. Yeah, that's better. That way you're not picking across that. Figure out the power stuff. One of you goes over there, one of you goes up here. I just don't remember which way. Where? Two are down there. I think you're two up there. I just have to remember which ones are going here. That's going to take a minute. I think I have it figured out. I remember these two went together because I had to clip that one off. You go there. You are grounded with that on that. You're on this side of the fuse. Does that make sense? Everybody's out mowing their lawn. It's springtime. While I wait on some other things to confirm my wiring here, gotta look at an old video. I'm gonna figure out this wire here. This wire that goes here to the stereo light, and see if I can't figure out its story here. I'm eventually going to replace that capacitor because I think it has to do with how bright this stereo indicator light is. But I really want to figure out why this is such a beefed up wire and wrapped in electrical tape. You're wrapped around there a bazillion times. So, well, here, I can at least get this side. Like, what is the story of this wire? Is it just a wire wrapped and wrapped? I think that's shrink tubing. Aha! There's a diode in there. Oh, there's going to be a lot of craziness in here, I can tell already. Question is, why? Why are there diodes along here? What is going on? I don't understand this. Okay, that's on that side of it. The heck? Okay, let's see if there's more than one. Two. What the living? What? Why? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Why are there 10 diodes? Why did somebody make a... What? Why? Why? What is that for? Is it because they put the wrong light bulbs in this way back in the day? These would just drop the voltage, wouldn't they? Well, this opened up a can of worms. I just don't think this would be in the Heathkit instructions. Yeah, there's another one. Somebody made a wire of diodes. Why would you make a wire of diodes? Okay, this, I took this sticker off of it, and in 1980 it went in for service. Model number. Was this the service? Well, this just stalled my plans for this a little bit, because this is crazy. Let's see, these are all lined up the same way. So you need to turn each one of these on. What is this chicanery? Look at all these. I am going to have to post this in Audio Karma and see what people that know what they're doing can tell me this could be doing, because I have a clue why somebody would make a wire like this, and I just can't believe Heathkit would have had this in their instructions. There's just no way. Why? 1N4005. 4005. Okay, they're all the same. Rectifiers. Well, they're 16 cents a piece. 600 volt. Forward voltage 1.1 volts. Reverse 600 max. Why? 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 I'm so confused. Why is this a thing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I like to count 10. So that one's fine. That one's fine. That one's fine. Okay, so 10, that's 5 volts. That is 5 volts of diode. It's a 5 volt diode. Why would there be a 5 volt? Why? I don't know about you, but I think that looks a lot better than it did when I started. Make sure you work again now. And maybe I can investigate that whole diode thing. I didn't get that. Okay, well that's a good sign. So I at least have that figured out. Now, what is up with this diode connection from here to there? Or well, the other way, but still. Interesting. So it's not just a wire. I just do this. It should just turn that light on, right? Yeah, it just turns that light on. I am so confused why that has to be a thing. Why does that have to go from there to there? So you're definitely doing a thing. Question is what? One antenna. Please don't fall. Okay. This is weird. Why is there this long chain? Let's replace that capacitor. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe I don't know what I'm doing. That could also be a problem. So 470 and 33, 50 volt gets me to 503, which is just a little different than that. Let's give it a shot. Somehow. Some way. So it'll be these two, and then I have to have some fun. So we'll do that and see what I can come up with. Will that make a stretch? I can make that. So I am going to fashion together an equivalent. That one goes. Well, you're a little high, but you're still pretty good. See? Let's replace it anyway. See what happens. First, I need to make a combination here in parallel.
So we've added up your capacitance. Boop. Yep. So now you should be my 500-ish capacitor. So let's find out. 460. How is that 470 plus 33? My 470 that bad? Okay, all the 470s, right? Yeah. It was just that bad. Jeez. So 3360, yeah. Okay, that ain't even close to 500. So let's try this again. Let's get. So minus is down and plus is up. So you got to go up. You got to go down. So you are down here. The camera work is not very good today. You are a 270 volt. 270 volt? Yeah, 2.2, 100 volt maybe? Do I have one of those? I do! Haha! I got one. Okay, again, here's my crazy idea. Since this had a busted AM antenna, I have an old circuit board with an AM antenna on it. I don't know if it's going to work. Don't really know. I have some clues on how it's wired up by remaining wires here. Not exactly sure, but... And then I've got ferrite magnet, or ferrite antenna here. I'm just going to try it. Again, I have some clues on how this is done because it's labeled on the circuit board L3 bar and ant, which I'm guessing is the antenna. So we're going to find out. So it's antenna bar L3. So I got a 50-50 chance here just to see if it works. One goes here, those two go here, and that goes here. At least that's my plan. And if it's not that way, it's flipping those two. Well, let's be crazy. Let's give it a shot. See what happens. You turn you on. You turn you on. You turn you on. Okay, that's FM. AM. I'm getting no AM. I will turn you guys around. I'm not even getting any signal out. There's no sound coming, actually. So FM fine. AM is a dead. Not even getting any sound out. That's interesting. Yeah, I didn't even think about that, but I'm not even getting any static out when I switch to AM. So orange and yellow. High and ground. So here. That's what's happening there. I think I've discovered the issue. It's not very well connected there, is it? At all. So, assuming you're supposed to be connected here. So, yeah, that's a good indication something's going wrong with that connection. So, yeah, I think that was it. Okay, progress made. So that's why that wasn't making sound on the AM side. Now I can see if I can connect an antenna.
There we go. We have sound. I'm confused. Those two have a good antenna. This isn't a bad. This is the one that had a wire connected to it. These are the ones that had wire connected to it. And again, I think that had to have had a wire connected to it. I'm the antenna. Probably got fluorescent lights on in here, don't I? Okay, I'm better at that than this is. How to make an AM antenna. Because my first idea of using this kind of didn't work. Okay, let's see if it's still working. Okay, it's still working. AM.
What if the story of Tiger Woods that the media has been telling, what if it's been completely wrong?
All Americans.
Okay, that'll work. I need feet. I just realized. I need feet. More rain, more rain. Ooh, lots of rain. How am I missing screws? 1, 2, 3. Did I put more screws in that came out? Okay, you all have 4 for the sides. You wanna know where you go, you're the thing for that. Oh, I put some screws somewhere weird. Of course I did. It's over here, no, it's over here. It's over here. Aha, it was over here. Yeah, at least one I missed. 1. Yep, 2, 3. 2, 3. Feet. I need feet. And that is a lot of rain.
Well, it would appear to be working now. Had to replace a few capacitors, although technically I think they were fine. Had to make a new knob. This is the old knob. It's missing the cover on it, so I just 3D printed something. You've probably seen the wire of diodes, which I still haven't exactly figured out why that's a thing. Who knows? This is what holds the AM antenna bar on, but I just ended up making my own little wire loop. Gets the job done. I've only got like 3 AM stations that are in my area, and they're repeated on the FM side, so I probably won't even use it, but at least now I know the circuit works. At least I know it works. But, and got the stereo indicator light to work, and the dial, and it's all pretty. Refinished the sides, refinished the side, did the top, and completely redid the back so that it's all nice and pretty. I just need to reattach the service sticker that it once had, and I'll put that on the bottom. Couldn't get that to work. I really thought that would work, but it didn't. The wire loop seemed to work much better.
Yeah, that's just great. That's right. Win a brand new train. It's time. That's control. An Amcon.
Mostly cloudy tonight, couple of showers. We'll see a nighttime low of 60, couple of showers. Breezy, less humid Saturday, partly sunny, a high of 71.
Hey, sound man. You and I have to talk about. Hey, you're not even listening. Your sound engineering has not been the greatest lately. Your recommended microphone wasn't that great. Crackles and pops a lot, dude. Sound man. See, you don't even pay attention to me. Yeah, you. I think we're going to try something different. We're going to look somewhere else. I'm going to go talk to the dog.